Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. This is a much later stream than I normally do, so sorry about that, guys. Had some family stuff I had to help out with today, and let me see where we're going from here. I can tuck that back in there a little bit. Yeah, that'll work out just fine. All right. I'll wait a little bit to see how many people show up. I know it's a later one, so I don't expect as many people to show up as normal. But at the same time, I'm just like, yeah, see who's on. Hey RW, hey, no worries, my man. I'm happy I saw the time to get on tonight. If I had gotten back around 11 o'clock, I just got back like 10 minutes ago. If I had gotten back a little bit later, I would have just went straight to sleep. Whew. But what's today? Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, so I'll be up streaming late anyway. Let's see. All right, guys. Turn to this. Actually, hold on. I need a little bit more music coming in here. Maybe this will do the trick. That should do okay. All right. Let's see. Hey, Drifter, love your streams, bro. I've been learned a lot from you. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot, man. Let's see. Hey, Courtney. All right, everybody. There's not going to be as many people in today, so I'm just gonna, start rolling through these things. And if you guys have any questions or you don't have any, this might be one of those nights where you guys don't have too much competition to ask some charting questions where we can look at charts and a whole bunch of other stuff. This is going to be a shorter stream because I'm trying to get my sleeping schedule in order before I go over to Philadelphia. Because if I go over to Philadelphia with my current sleep schedule, I'll be waking up over there around like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, which will not, which will probably not be doing me any favors over here. All right, but overall, guys, let me just take a quick peek right here. Let's see. Hey, good evening, Rip Sergeant. Good evening, Justin. Let's see. We hop back onto the day chart. So far, guys, we're still holding over the 200-day moving average. It still looks a little weak in my opinion. But so far, it's just okay, right? I still have not bought back into any crypto. If we're able to hold above the 200 starting when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to start nibbling in. Not taking large or medium positions, but taking these smaller positions. And if we do decide to, break back up above, let's say for me, around 48,000, I'll start to take maybe a little bit more sizable, larger positions. Side note here, guys. We all know how we have these kind of flash dips and stuff like that. I do right now for some crypto, not Bitcoin, but for like Ethereum, Matic, BitTorrent, what else? ADA, and things, STMX, and FTM. If they do have a flash drop or something like that, I have placed small limit orders, not really medium size, maybe medium is the max size I have, but I placed small limit orders kind of at different points, right, along this process. And to determine those points, basically what I've done, a good example of this would be, let's say, for this one, what can we use? Let's use Ethereum for now. Okay, here's Ethereum on the day chart. I've just been using the fibs. So you see when this run actually started, you go over here, you just go over to fib retractment. I'll pop this right here. Go to the high. Right? And so I placed, I had one placed right around here, about 2,800, a small one, a medium one right here, and a larger one right around here, medium-sized one right around here, in case for whatever reason I had a really crazy flash crash down to 2,100 or something like that. I don't think it's going to happen, but, you never know how fast these flash crashes or flash dips, whatever you want to call them, how long they take. So if my limit order is there to catch a lucky break, I'll do it. And, my tactic for placing some of these limit orders at these lower prices for not just Ethereum, but Matic, XRP stuff, not XRP, but stuff like that. I would do XRP, but it's so hard to buy it in America. But you get my point. But yeah, so the reason I'm doing this is not to hold for a long time. If for whatever reason I buy triggers right here, I'm gonna get an alarm saying, hey, you bought some coins here, right? Well, as soon as I see that happening, I'm going to go to my computer, whether it's 5 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, afternoon, whatever. I'm going to go to my chart, and as soon as I see it pop back up like it does like this, that's when I'm going to sell and just make it a quick, easy profit. That's the tactic for these. Now, if I feel confident about the play for whatever reason, probably wouldn't be feeling too confident after a flash dip, right? But if I think the overall was still looking okay, then I might hold on to 25% of those limit orders to ride them up a little bit more if it does indeed look a little bit bullish after the drop, right? All right. But so far, that's just me kind of being cautious and having a little bit of fun with it. You guys don't necessarily have to do the limit orders, but after what happened here, you know, let's go with Matic, for instance. You know, if you caught it down here with a random limit order and just rode it back up to where it is now, you'd be looking at about 20% profit. But, you know, the same day, you could have made about 16% profit. So, you know, that's one of the reasons I do my limit orders. And Matic actually didn't have too bad of a day compared to other ones. You look at something like a STMX. Okay, and no, that's a little too out of the box here. Yeah, here, EOS, this thing dropped like a rock, all the way down here, 31%. So, you know, I'm taking my time doing a little bit of fun limit orders down here. Let me go back over here to, I'm on. There we go. But yeah, right now, guys, I'm still watching this 200 moving average. It still doesn't look extremely strong, but if it's still holding, I'll start to take small bites. Just small bites. Nothing too crazy here. This isn't going to matter anymore right here. Right now, it's more of getting rid of that one. And 15. This is just a quick little update for you guys. When you guys are playing these types of breakouts when it comes to Phantom and stuff like that, you'll notice that this time when it broke out, it didn't do the same thing, right? When you're reaching all-time highs, the breakouts matter a lot more than... and one of the reasons for that is the moving averages are no longer going to be levels of resistance. So let's say it broke above here. I bet if I go to maybe the 15, the 30, or the 45 minute, maybe even the hour ones, you're going to see a level of resistance stopping this from going higher. So that's just something to be reminding. When you see something booming, you can hop onto that thing that's booming, but after it takes a little bit of a breather, be a little bit more cautious and buy when it breaks this line, not necessarily when it breaks back to this line right here, right? So let me go to the 15, 15 no, 30, right there, 30. That didn't take too long at all. So you see how the 50 moving average on the 30 chart was one of the resistance levels. So even though it was able to break back above this resistance, it still ended up coming back down, right? 45 minutes, okay. Hour, let's see, hour, yeah, a little bit there. 2 hours, no, fine. 4 hours, okay. So yeah. So that's just a little something that I want to let you guys know here is if you guys are trying to trade some of these more volatile coins here that have been booming a lot. These ones have seemed to be taking a little bit of a break here. I'm sure there's going to be new plays here. If I just took a look at crypto coin market cap, there's going to be new coins booming today. So let me see if I can actually do that very fast here. What's moved the most in the last 24 hours? XTZ is moving here. CELO's moving a little bit here. Let me see XTZ. Let me see this one. And then I'll answer some of you guys' questions and whatnot. Bitfinex, let me see. Oh yeah, this thing's been humming too. Is all-time highs or... Oh, I'm on the 5-minute chart. Not all-time highs, so it's not necessarily the same. But you can see how it broke out above this level right here where it's trying to. But again, not all-time highs, so it will make it a little bit more difficult. That is a pretty nasty move, but this is what we want Bitcoin to do right here, right? Okay, let me go back over to FTM for now. Or Sol, which one was it? 5... Must have been FTM. There you go. Okay. I'll just keep that over there for now. I want to see it for a couple minutes. Actually, in fact, let me just put Doge there for now. Has Doge done anything of note? Nope, still staying in the channel. Alright, that's fine for now as well. Alright, put Bitcoin back up here on the 5. Anything? This is still on the channel as well. Okay. Well, that's going to what Dogecoin's been up to. Alright, let me see, guys. Did you hear about the MasterCard Muse? Apparently they bought some crypto analytics company. Oh, I had not heard about that, but that's pretty nice. I like MasterCard and Visa as long-term holds in my retirement account, like a lot. I'm loaded up on those particular stocks. If you look right here, LinkedIn, FanBiz. Right down here, where's... Oh, there, Visa, MasterCard right there. I like both these plays here. I'm more in Visa than MasterCard, but I still like them both. They both broken down below their broken down a little bit here, so I did sell some of those, but that's retirement stuff. You don't have to worry about retirement stuff as much. MasterCard, you know, it broke down a while ago as well. So they're pretty much in tune because credit card swipes are going down a little bit here. Let's see. Hey, the Diamond Life. Hey, what's up, my man? Thanks for streaming. Yeah, no worries, my man. I always like to stream. I try to stream with you guys every day if I can, except for Sundays, because Sundays are my days off. It's like my one day to like pretty much rest my voice. But yeah, if I can always make a stream, I'll do it, even if it's a little bit late sometimes, for sure. Let's see. Hey, Saul, hope you have a good night, man. Hey, I appreciate it, Saul. Thank you very, very much. Hey, bodybuilder, why aren't you talking about Sheeb? What do you call it? Sheeb hasn't really been doing anything, has it? Let me go to market cap here. Has Sheep done anything, guys, or did it have a surprise breakout or something? It's at 5%. Anything really happening to it? Here, let me just look up Sheep right here so I can actually look it up with my own old technical analysis. Sheep. Let's go to the hour chart. Yeah, Sheep still hasn't done squat. It's been in this channel. I mean, oh gosh, how long has Sheep been in this channel? Let me actually go to the day chart here. Oh, come on, auto mode. Got to stretch it out because of all that stuff on way up high. Yeah, it's pretty much been in this channel consistently without any candles for 98 days. It hasn't really done much so far. Slight dip right below it, slight dip below here, but that's pretty much it. So, you know, I think Sheep's okay for maybe a long-term hold. That's what I'm doing it for at the moment. But besides that, I'm not too happy with how this thing has performed overall. I've been expecting some nice moves from Sheep, and they just haven't come. Dogecoin's been pretty weak during this rally as well, but at least you can say Dogecoin actually, you know, it went up after its big dip here. So I'm hoping Sheep can do something similar in the future. That's why I still hold it, but I'm not really buying anymore because it has been so far. It's my only coin that I bought that's negative since the lows a while ago, right? The only coin. So, you know, that speaks a little bit to how I feel about Sheep at the moment here. Hopefully, it's able to get a little bit better in the future. Oh, you know, I can put second chart on for Bitcoin here. We don't got anything to worry about there. And then, what are these guys doing here? And then, what's bouncing up at the moment? Icon just ICX just shot up like a rocket actually here a second ago. ICX. Oh, it's consolidating in this. Oh, is it going to drop below support here? Oh, this will be actually pretty interesting to watch to see what happens with this play right here. Blew up, did nothing. So I want to keep track of this just a little bit here. Move that down to the middle. Let's see. Hey DD, I'll have more breakout videos. Not probably closer to next week when I'm at my friend's wedding. Right now, when I'm looking at plays, I'm seeing. While we wait for that to potentially have a little breakdown here, I'm being hesitant because I'm watching the Dow Jones. If you go to the daily chart here, I'm watching the Dow Jones break down, coming down hard, breaking down below the 50-day moving average, and still falling. So I can just move this here for short term. I'm waiting to see if it'll bounce up here. I don't want to recommend you anything as stocks are falling here or as the indexes are falling, because the index can overpower a good stock, right? A good breakout. And until we get, you know, if a breakout times with this one, I'll share it with you guys. If a breakout times with this level of support or the 200 moving average, which probably hopefully doesn't get down that low, that'd be kind of scary. That'd be how big of a drop would that be from back up here? Yeah, that'd be a 2,000 point drop. The market would not like that. But yeah, if it gets to that type of point, that's when I recommend, because if a breakout can be timed with an actual bounce on the index, that's much more powerful than anything you're going to get with any other type of breakouts here. SPY is coming down a little bit as well, hitting the 20-day moving average. Hopefully it's able to hold there tomorrow. And then the last thing is the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's starting to curl, but it's a lot healthier than a lot of the other places. So I'm wondering if the NASDAQ's just going to have a really bad day, or if it's just going to be able to slowly grind down here, like just slowly here in the coming days. But that's one of the reasons I haven't been giving as many plays so far. When I give a play, the market conditions have to be good. I say that every now and again, but I don't really stress that. The market conditions have to be good for a nice breakout here, unless the stock has a history of performing well during market turbulences. I guess a good word to say. But you can see right here, clear breakdown, boom, came down below the 20-day moving average, went down below the 50. Now we're still having some problems with the Dow Jones. And this could actually have some trouble for Bitcoin here. If this were to take a little bit more of a dip, you would start to see people panic and start to sell some of these ETFs and stuff like that, and things of that nature. Let's see. Hey, Shiny, I don't actually use any ETFs for Bitcoin or trading anything like that. I've heard of a few on CNBC, but I personally don't use any of the ETFs. I just like to hold the coins themselves and not the ETFs. I'm sure if you asked YouTube, they'd give you a few recommendations on it. But personally, I don't use the ETFs all too much. They don't go up as much as I'd like them to, versus like if I just owned Bitcoin, owned Dogecoin, owned BitTorrent, something like that, right? ETFs are better for your retirement account, I would guess to say, right? What was the one I was just at? IC exit, was it? Not managed to hold. Okay, this will be pretty interesting here. Above the line here. Okay, I'll put on the 5 minute for Bitcoin here. Because, guys, Bitcoin right now isn't really doing much. Let me see. Is there anything I can actually draw out of this one, though? There you go. This is Bitcoin's short-term pennant, just for a little bit here. Let me squeeze that down. Okay, there we go. Hey, Courtney, do you think Boeing is still going to drop? Let me see. I know Boeing had a little bit of a boom, surprisingly, so that was pretty much a little fake out. Let's see. Where did I have this line? There's a few opportunities to have this. I wonder if this outdid what I was looking at before. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay. So, Courtney, this is what I missed yesterday because I was just kind of talking it past it a little bit. But you see right here, this is where the ultimate support is. I didn't see this dip all the way back down here, probably because of the way the chart's set up. But I think what I was going off of was this to this right here, and that's what it fell down below. So I would buy puts on Boeing if it dips down below this white line. My bad about that one. But yeah, if it dips down below that, I'll go heavy on Boeing calls. I'll go heavy on them. And by that, I mean like hundreds of calls on this to see how far it dips. I'd probably buy strike price calls at 205 or whatnot. The way the Dow's going, let me see. Short of 1.65. Let's see. Ryanair pressures on me. Okay, that's fine. Okay. But yeah, if it falls down below this, then yeah, I'd probably go a little bit heavier for sure. But until it breaks down below this, I would anticipate maybe a little bit of a bounce tomorrow, where it possibly runs into the 20-day moving average over the next 2 to 3 days. But I would say keep an eye on this. You should have this on your watch list for sure, Courtney, in case it does drop down. Since this one can burn you, like you saw when it broke down before. Where did it broke down from here to here to here? Came down a little bit, then it came back up, and it kind of burned me a little bit. You could maybe have a small position on your actual. Trading a platform, whatever you trade on, if you want to, or you can paper trade this just to kind of see how it would work out. I don't know how many of you guys have actually bought a lot of puts before. Puts are a little bit more interesting for sure, but you also have to make sure you're looking at, there's a resistance right here at 205 or 204, pretty much. I'd say 205. There's a support at 205, and there's also another level of support at 191, right? So if we fell down below this, I'd probably start scaling out right here. If it bounced up the day after, I'd be all out. And then if it did break down below this again, I'd buy back into the position, obviously. And you have to look for resistance over here, not too much over here, or excuse me, supports, not too much, yeah. So if it falls down below this one, Courtney, yeah, I would say it was gonna fall. I didn't see the right trend line yesterday, so that's on me here. But yeah, if it falls down, I'd buy some right there. 205 puts 2 weeks out. I don't know how much they cost, but that's what I'd be looking for here. All right. ICX. Oh yeah, it just dipped below that line, didn't it? There we go. Let's see. Yeah, I thought you took. Oh no, yeah. I wish it bounced. Let's see. Hey Alex, you think it's a good time to buy some puts in the stock market? I'm not really gonna buy them until Jerome Powell, like big puts like the SPY and whatnot. I'm not really looking to buy too much of them until I see that Jerome Powell is like really starting to taper off a little bit here. Because literally, if you go and look at the Dow Jones here, every single time that he has, this is not just for the Dow Jones, but most coins in general. Every time we have a little bit of a crash here, you see how we just kind of pop back up, pop back up, pop back up. I'm wondering if we're going to pop back up now, but we have been starting to curl for a while, so this has been looking very, very weak. So if we do start to look at a little bit more dangerous levels here, like let's say we fall down below below 34,682, maybe I'll buy a short-term SPY put, or something like that. The SPY at that same time looks more like has support right down here at 436 or so. So for me, if you wanted to buy some puts, maybe you can buy some as it breaks down below the 20-day moving average, and then you can hold on to those until maybe it hits the 50-day moving average, or maybe until it hits 436. You could use this as a scale-out point, and this is another scale-out point, or is there any real resistance up here? Not really, or support? Not really. So that's what I'd be doing if you wanted to have fun and do a small trade. I'd be looking at the 20-day moving average, then looking at the 50-day moving average, then looking at the support level of 436 for the SPY, right? Yeah, that'd be fine for there. But yeah, that wouldn't be a bad play right there. Did oil break out today, actually? Nope, oil still hasn't broken out. Still kind of holding steady. Okay, let me go back over to crypto here. And 5. Okay, there we go. Hey Marvin, the great AMC and Jimmy the Mood. Yeah, did AMC? We already know this is coming down since it just broke down below the line here. Yeah, you can see that breaking down easy as pie right there. As far as AMC is concerned at the moment, it barely broke out today. I mean, barely, but it did. Let's see. Now I wonder. Actually, yesterday it got up a little bit higher. I wonder if that's the breakout point then. So you're seeing how these lines are pretty darn close together right here. So yeah, I would say this is the resistance area we need to break, not down here, but over here, a little bit higher. So I guess the fib says about $49.21, but if you go from the high right here, that's about $49.44. Not too much further. But yeah, as long as this keeps on chugging up, this should have a nice breakout where it could get up to possibly $60, and from there, with some volume that it needs volume like this back over here, not what we saw over here. Then it can possibly go up a little bit higher towards 72 or whatnot. But since it's a meme stock, it can definitely just go pop like that. So, but yeah, I still think it's fine as a play. GameStop on the other hand here, broke down. You could have bought a put a couple days ago on GameStop, made a quick buck if you sold this morning before it started going straight up, probably right after it opened. But yeah, bouncing off the 50. So you could have made 19 bucks. Let's see if you probably didn't sell at the right time. Probably 15 bucks. That'd been a nice profit for GameStop calls, but GameStop calls are very, very expensive, so I usually don't recommend them. Anything else going on here? No. 88 XLM. Alright, is there anything else moving up right now, or is everything kind of taking a little bit of a tidbit here? See those, looks like it's good to go. Let's go to a 15-minute chart. Climbing a little bit here. This isn't going for all-time highs though, so it won't be nearly as much fun. But that's fine for now. Alright, let me see right here. Hey, no worries, Courtney. Any predictions for the weekend? For this weekend, it pretty much goes on for what Bitcoin's looking at here. Right, so far we're curling back up a little bit here. If we're able to break out of this channel right here, and we're able to, let me go back to the 4-hour chart so you can actually see what this channel is. If you're able to break above 47,597, I think we're primed to go back up to 49,000. If not, try to go back up to the 50s. You do see the 50 moving average here is in the way. The 20 moving average you see on the way for the 4-hour charts. But on the day charts here, you see that just the 20s up here. So I'm wondering if we're going to have to be able to blast through 48,526 in order to see some nice moves up here and try to go back up to you know, a decent level where you might see more optimism from some of the bulls in the market. But right now, you know, we're just back to where we were like about a week ago. Nothing really crazy has changed except for that, you know, that drop from here to here. So I mean, honestly, guys, this wasn't even a crash. Altcoins had what you would call a crash, but Bitcoin itself, Bitcoin didn't have a crash that I was, you know, everybody was really talking about. So, but yeah. I'm basically waiting to see if it's going to hold over the 200-day moving average. If it doesn't, I'm going to hold off on buying larger positions. If it's doing okay tomorrow, I'm going to take small nibbles, which means small positions on some altcoins here. But I'm really waiting to see if we can hold over the 200 at all. And then what's happening at this moment in time, as you can see, the 50 moving average is actually creeping up closer and closer to the 200. So if we're able to move, if the 50-day moving average is able to cross above the 200 moving average, that's a pretty bullish price movement action right there. So I'd be really happy about that. And it's called a golden cross when that happens. If any, most of you guys that watch this channel a lot know. But if I go to Investopedia, and actually let me just, yeah, let's go golden. To me. Okay, I guess that works here. You're going to see that 50 crossing over the 200, golden cross right there when it happens. And then indicating the potential for a major rally, right? It doesn't mean a major rally is coming, but it's a good sign that a rally is coming, right? So you see right there, and then it starts to move up. And so with Bitcoin, there's going to be a lot of volume and whatnot, so I'm hoping that's going to be what happens here. Let's see. There we go. And anything else happening here? Nope, we should be good for now. So we'll see how it performs. What I don't want to see happen here is there could be a death cross and a big drop at the same time, because if we do end up dropping below the 200 moving average, and when it's the 50 is this close, you may actually see a long candle where we come back down to test this support line right down here around 44,000 or so. If that happens, I'm watching like a hawk to see if we break down below support, because if that does happen, you know, that's where you want to start selling your coins and just getting ready to buy back in at a later date and not losing a whole bunch of profits like, you know, people that held through all this did, right? Unless they're long-term holders. If you guys are swing traders or day traders, you're going to be waiting for a potential big dip here, or you're going to be waiting for a breakout of, 47,597 before you guys really go heavy into any of this type of stuff. And just for reference, this is the line we have to break out above. It's not so far away, but this is the support also. So we are, you know, that's not too far away also. So that's why I'm really waiting to see what happens. I could go to the 50-minute chart. I could make this 200-day moving average. I can turn that into the daily one, so you can see what it looks like on the daily chart. You can see how we've been below that line a few times so far, right? We need to make sure that when the daily candle closes, it's above this, right? When the daily candle closes, it's above it, and you'll see where's 0 here. 0. Let's see. Okay, I'm not gonna find 0. But yeah, my point is on the daily candles here. We just want to make sure we're above it. You can see how there's a little bit of black in between. We want to make sure we close above this line right here, because it gives us resistance. It's like our hope of really staying strong at the moment as far as Bitcoin and especially all these altcoins are concerned. Let's go right here. There you go. And this is a short-term breakout opportunity for Bitcoin. Nothing too crazy. Let's see. Yeah, and for the short squeeze, though, not swing trading. I appreciate Marvin. Oh, no worries, Marvin. Let's see. Hey, excuse me. Hey, Ken. When do I really need to worry about theta? Most of the time, you don't. I only usually worry about theta if my whatever I'm playing, whatever options I hold, if the stock's not doing anything except for going sideways for a little bit, consolidating, then I start to worry about theta. And theta really kicks in closer to that last week of that you're holding the actual stock. You'll probably see theta being vastly different from the 1 week to the 2 week to the 3 weeks when you buy them. That's why I usually buy my options so far out, like 2 to 3 weeks out, because it gives me time where the theta's not really bothering me, where I can actually hold on to them for a little bit longer. And then, the problem with that is the options that I'm buying are not as volatile as the ones that are expiring. The closest Friday, the options that are expiring earliest, excuse me. And because of that, those options that are expire early, like this Friday, those options would go up 500%, while the options that I'm buying may only go up 100 to 250%, something like that. And that's the trade-off. But my theta is not as bad. So if the play doesn't work out for tomorrow, you lose everything, or it goes up, down, really crazy volatility. But if you buy them a couple weeks out, 3 weeks out even, you're much safer, you're much more reliable, and you don't have to worry about the theta too much. But normally I only worry about the theta as far as just what's the price of the stock is doing. Sometimes it's annoyingly high when it doesn't have to be. An example of that would be Tesla. Tesla had very high theta during the play I just had with it. I did a paper trade because I still didn't believe Tesla was going to have a big breakout because it's burned me a few times so far. But that's an example. I think you mentioned it actually a while ago too. The Tesla had very high theta, but it's stuff like that where I worry about it. It doesn't have to be that high, but sometimes it is, and you got to be a little bit more patient with it, or buy the calls further out. But when you do something like that with Tesla, you're asking for it to pay a lot more premium. Let's see. Hey, hello, roller coaster. You heard Robinhood added a new feature, a new crypto feature. You can buy Dogecoin by daily, weekly, monthly. It's like dollars cost average. It's coming this month. Do you mean like somebody can just say, I want to buy $50 worth of Dogecoin a day, or $50 worth of Dogecoin a week, or something like that? That'd be pretty cool to have on Robinhood. Hey, Sony. Sony, excuse me. Before you made that trade, you knew what the lowest you wanted to let Dogecoin go down to is, right? So if you want to put a stop loss down for that level, definitely go for it. Especially, stop losses help you sleep at night. They really do, because if the stock market or the crypto market crashes, you're going to be out of your position. Sure, you might take a loss, but are you going to be that negative 60% bag holder? It's not going to be you. You're going to be that guy that has a bunch of cash to buy back in at those lower levels. So yeah, definitely set up a stop loss if you feel like a Dogecoin's going to crash or something like that, just to protect yourself for sure. Let's see. Hey, Doge, IOST. Let me see. IOST. This had nice breakout. Yeah, we saw this before. This had nice breakouts to make easy money here. It's still going. It looks nice to me. It's consolidated a little bit here. Let's see. It does tend to have a little bit of a drop coming back down to the breakout place. So, yeah, okay. I'd probably say that's the new level of resistance then right there. This is a 2-hour chart here, just looking at a little bit. 1-hour chart. Holding, okay. 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 So right now I would say this is the 4-hour chart. Give it a couple days for a chance to break out. If it doesn't, you might see a little bit more of a dip coming back all the way down to maybe 6 cents or so, 6.5 cents, 0.066-ish. And then from there, it might try to bounce up again. But at the moment, this still looks okay to me. Looks a little bit weak, but I'd still give it a chance here. It should dip back down over the next few days. I think probably close to half a penny to a penny down. Then from there, you might have a good entry position to try to ride it up to the next breakout. Personally, I like to buy on the breakout specifically. That way I can buy here, maybe have a little bit of a worrying time here, but overall capture that profit. This profit, if you would have bought right there, would have been about 27% if you sold at the high, but if you sold like an average person, probably somewhere around 16% for about, what, a day's worth of holding. Not bad if you ask me. Anything else here? It's back up here on this channel. This is going to be another level of resistance right here. If it does go above the all-time highs at 0.09144, that's when you can start going heavy on this and just say, hey, buy, ride for a little bit, take that money, but it should have a nice amount of momentum pushing that sucker up, possibly up to 11 cents or so. Let's see. I forgot which coin I was looking at for a second, but that's fine. There we go. Hello, Scripture. SafeMoon is a flop since SafeMoon developers team left today. It didn't work out. It was stronger like Shiba. It wasn't stronger like Shiba and Dogecoin. Oh, what happened to SafeMoon? I never got into SafeMoon personally, but I know one of my moderators, CryptoVision, he liked it a lot. I really. Oh wow, what happened? Yeah, market cap just dropped off. Oh no, not a lot. Sorry, I thought I was overreacting to that market cap. So what happened to it? Let's see. It seems like it's still doing okay. Let's see what I got right here. Oh, Hank has gone. Information news. CTO has left SafeMoon. Oh, okay. SafeMoon Whale was a paper handed so-and-so, sold his entire bag and deleted. Okay, Hank left his total card. Was it Friday? Was no malice only. That is interesting. Well, oh, snap. Yeah, talk about a fall off a cliff here when he sold it all. That would have been a nice discounted price for sure. Wow. Yeah. So that is pretty interesting to see SafeMoon kind of take that big of a hit. But yeah, that's at least overall, though, like as the company is not going under, because that would not look like a good chart right there. But we did like to see it get bought back up for sure. Hey Alex, my thoughts on Kathy Wood selling 138 million worth of Tesla shares. I could see why she did that. She might be a little worried about where Bitcoin's going, and usually if Bitcoin drops, you see Tesla drop a little bit here. If we take a look at Tesla, don't get me wrong. I think she bought them somewhere down here, or somewhere even lower than here. So I think she's made a lot of money off of them. I don't think necessarily it's because of some type of like potential disaster. But yeah, so at this moment I can totally see what she does. She usually doesn't sell off of like day-to-day whims and stuff like that. There we go. But yeah, so far this is Tesla's still breaking out. I still think it's fine. It is going to run into a little bit of resistance here at about 780 or so. I'm going to see how that holds up. Any other resistance here somewhat close to what we're looking at? No, not too much here. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, but at this moment in time, I think Tesla's fine. Unless you see something happening with the broader market. If something happens with the broader market, like, the Dow just broke down out of its pennant right here, that may be something right there that you need to be paying attention to. But for now, I still like Tesla, but she may have some insider information or something like that. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents about that one. But she's usually pretty smart about it, so let's see. So FTM looks a little bit more fun to watch. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Joker, FTM tonight? Yeah, here's Phantom right here. I'm waiting to see if it'll have another breakout. Oh, is this the minute chart? Where was this at? Oh, we don't need this one right here. We don't need that anymore. Do we need anything else here? No. Yeah, so far we're at the low end. If it does come back up here, this is still a good price, because if it rises back up to resistance, that's a cool 15% right there. So if you guys don't want to buy this for potential breakout like round 2 tonight, you could buy right now, have a stop loss of about 4%, and have an aim of making about 15% or so. But then if it did hit there, you'd probably end up. It wouldn't probably break out on the first try. Usually it breaks out on the second or third try. But you guys could always hold through this little turbulence. If it comes back down, then try to get some larger profits where you might get 20+% profit. But I'd probably buy right here and sell up here and just be done with the trade and be happy I made money at all. And then if it does break out, you can just start a new trade, right? Hey, Brandon, hit that like button. Yeah, guys, if you can, please consider hitting the like button for sure. It does help out the channel a lot, guys. Very, very much so. Let's see. Hey, Low Roller Coaster. Yeah, Litecoin takes its time. I kind of think of it, it's okay. It'll make you money in the long term. But yeah, it definitely needs its own moment to pump. When that pump starts happening, I'll grab on and grab the ride. But I don't. My money deserves to be in a better spot for now, for sure. Let's see. Hey RW, yeah, I'm so bullish on Doge. My thing with Doge is the people that are working on Doge, they need to share much more news and get people much more hyped about it, right? Doge goes up a lot when it does like to go up, but then it likes to crash back down over and over and over again. And I don't know exactly why that is. I think there's just so many day traders involved in Dogecoin, probably because it's in the cents range, and a lot of people like to trade crypto coins that are within a penny to $1. But yeah, so I'm still happy with Doge. I'm not selling my Dogecoin here. But yeah, it does need to pick itself up a little bit here. But yeah, overall, I'm still fine with where it's at. I still have a profit from where I bought it for during the last little drop we had a few months ago now. Let's see. How do I feel about Sol under 200? Ooh. I'm fine with it. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking of something completely else. What's Sol at right now? I'm fine with it. I mean, Sol's what? Sol's holding on to the 20 moving average here on the 4-hour chart. It can come back down here to the pennant. Sol could come back down to 172, and I'd still be okay with it. Then I would have a chance of kind of moving back up here. I would probably look to sell my Sol if it went down below that 161, 156 this level, and then or maybe the 50 moving average here, because that'll kind of grind up as time goes on here. Yeah, but I'm not worried about it. It broke out before. Look at that. Nice breakout. Could have made some money right here on the breakout. Could have made about, what was this? About 24% in 12 hours, right? But you saw the big drop happened. Now we're back up here. Might come back down a little bit more, and then we might have another big pump out of nowhere. So I'm okay waiting for this to happen at the moment. The one thing here, guys, is we do have a shoulder and a head. Let's hope we don't have another shoulder. Otherwise, she can come back down to maybe 112 to kind of level out before we're looking to make another run in like weeks or months ahead. So that's the one thing here. We do have a shoulder and a head. That doesn't mean we're going to have another shoulder right here, but if we do have another shoulder, just understand it, right? In order for that shoulder to occur, you will have to break down below this trend line, though. So that's just kind of an extra warning sign in case you guys want to, find a good place to let some out or, scale out a little bit. That trend line might be the best place to be doing it. But overall, right now, I'm still fine with where it's at. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine for now. Hey, RW, hoping Sheeb hits at least a quarter to a fifth of a penny in 5 years. If it does, I'll be happy. Yeah, I think that's what most people are looking for. They're just kind of waiting for that thing to happen, right? It's been doing nothing so far, and that's what's making it so miserable. But whenever I have a coin like that, I usually just forget about it, and I'm like, oh, when it comes back into the news, oh, don't I have that? Let me go check my wallet. Hey, I do have a bunch of sheep. I have millions of sheep, right? Everybody has millions of sheep. And then you just like, okay, now how much is it worth? How much can I sell it for? Is it a good price? What's the technicals look like? And there, there you go, right? You think 200 is still a good buy? Oh yeah, I think 200 is still a fine buy. But as soon as it drops down below that support level, I'm going to be out. Because I think Sol can. I think it can get up to $300. I think I can get up that high. Maybe 275 if you're being a little bit more conservative. No, maybe let's say 275, 250. But if you want to be a little bit more conservative, but I think with a little bit of juice and some good movement here, I think I can get up to $300. Let's see. Hey, La Roller. Dogecoin wasn't moving at all last year and a few years ago. It was following the same trends. Yeah, exactly. My thing is, since it is kind of a popular thing now it's finally on the top 10 of the coin market cap, right? Top 10 market caps. I'm kind of hoping that it can just get some volume back in there. And that is, you are right. It is following the exact same trends. It's been doing that even during the last time I pumped up. It had actually similar trends there. But I'm hoping that'll kind of get fixed up a little bit for us here for sure. Let's see. Hey, Brandon, you guys in Sheep, anything about market cap? Yeah, that's a big thing right there as well. Let's see. That's why when we're talking about Sheep, we have to talk about 5 years ahead, because that's how long it takes for the market cap for something that big to really pop off. But you guys all know, when you guys are buying something that has a low market cap, that's really where most of your money should be going for long-term investments. If you guys are swing trading or day trading, fine. You can go with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stuff like that. But if you guys are looking for long-term holds, don't be afraid to hop on over to, page 5 of coinmarketcap.com, where you have a whole bunch of small stuff like this, and you can just look for stuff that's under $1 if you want to. Usually anything under $1 is fine by me, and then you can be pretty happy with where it goes. Dump a little bit of money in there. Anything under $1 is fair game. I like a lot of stuff under a penny, but that's because like when it finally hits a penny or it hits $1, you made a lot of money by then, so it's kind of like an easy marker for your mind, so to speak. But yeah, definitely need to be paying attention to market cap. Then once it gets to the billions, it's usually too high for me when I'm going for my longer term plays, unless I'm doing more swing trading, which I'm doing a lot right now. There we go. Oh, recently added. What was recently added today? TSA, NFT. Oh, that's interesting. AgroCash, Apin. AgroCash seems kind of cool. What name is that? Agriculture is a world. Oh, agriculture cash. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, you can only buy it on Pancake Swap though. Yuck. But still, that's kind of nice to see. You're seeing a lot of people buy into it at the moment. I don't know how much. Like it's only up a little bit here. Yeah, I could see this pumping up in a few days for sure. I'll put this on the save list, and actually hold on. Actually, let me just do this. Capture the visible part of the page. Done. No. Save an image. I want to keep track of this thing. Not because I believe in anything like that, but usually when you get something new like this, it usually has a nice little pop, and I want to see how much profit it would have made. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Hey, Jackie, I'm looking at Harmony for you. Let me know the ticker for Harmony before I look it up. Let me know the ticker for it. Hey, D's. Hey, Mike Few. Guess we start a downtrend, huh? What do you call it? Yeah, right now, Bitcoin's having a little bit of trouble. But at the moment, the good thing about Bitcoin is it is... oh, did I leave this on here? I probably did. Hold on a second here. I need to switch the sandwich chart. There you go. But so far, we're still able to hold over the 200-day moving average. So that's our saving grace at the moment. We did break out of that trend, though. This original trend. Because this trend, when we broke down below... You'll see right here. I sold the majority of my swing trade positions. But I sold part of my swing trade positions a while ago. Back here when we fell down the first time. So I sold some here. And I sold some here. Pretty much almost around the same price, actually. But yeah, so now I'm pretty much out of most of my swing positions. I'm just kind of waiting to get back in. If this is able to hold above the 200-day moving average, then I'm going to start taking some small nibbles out of some of these altcoins and seeing where they go from there. But not really going to go heavy unless we start like booming out of nowhere. I just want to like ride the momentum, so to speak, right? I might buy a more medium-sized position on if we break out above this 47,597 range, because that's where this whole dip started. If I go into like the 4-hour chart or let's say the 3-hour chart, right? I guess the 4-hour chart was where I was going off of. Yeah, the 4-hour chart. That's my resistance level right there, where I feel a little bit happier. And then all we would have to worry about is the 50 moving average here. But on the other side, D's, we do actually have the 50-day moving average about to do a golden cross over the 200, which should be pretty fun to watch if it does lead to a nice little rebound for crypto here. Because Bitcoin may have a nice little rebound, but the altcoins are going to have a really nice rebound if that happens. Harmony ticker is 1. Let's see. Crypto. There we go. Oh, that was a nice boom right here. Oh, I see. It went off the drop. I see. Yeah, went off the 200 and the 50. That was nice support. 111% in what? Yeah, in 2 days. That is insane right there. I'd be out of this play right now, though. I'd definitely be out of this play. I'd be looking to buy back in a little bit later. But yeah, this was a great play. It reminds me of what I saw. Not nearly the same boom, but STMX had a good play as well. I was telling you guys about it when it broke out a few days ago here now. But I was like, hey, everybody, STMX is making a nice little breakout because a lot of coins had the same pennant shape here. But this thing on this breakout hit about, how much did this hit on the breakout? Only 60%, but it took like a day, right? So that was pretty fun for sure. I love watching these types of things because this actually had multiple breakouts. So you had like 2 real good shots at making money on it. The STMX had a breakout here. I'll go auto. So this is when the breakout actually happened, right? Looking okay. Until then, it was a pretty nasty level of resistance all the way over here. Finally broke out, took a little nibble, right? Well, actually, I already had it for a while, but buy it right here, ride the breakout. You could have sold up here if you wanted to. I made a video talking about the breakout here, or a few hours ahead of time. I was telling you guys about a potential breakout. It broke out, then it just kind of went parabolic for a little bit. Then it came roaring back down, right back to support levels, and now it's kind of just falling back down to earth, so to speak, right? But this has been a very fun one to watch, as well as with Sol, FTM, and things of that nature. I'm hoping Dogecoin can make a move here pretty soon, though. What's Matic doing? Actually, what's XRP doing? This one had a little bit of a rally a few minutes ago. This is a 15-minute chart. Look at that. Psh. Shot up about 13% in just a little bit of time. I wonder what caused it. Let's see right here. Hey, Jackbox, does Harmony look like it's doing a head and shoulders now? It didn't look like it was doing a head and shoulders to me. But let me see if I need to go to a different time frame to make sure here. So not on the day chart, 4-hour chart. No. Not yet. It doesn't look like Head and Shoulders to me. This looks like it's slowly, still climbing stairs here. This 5-minute chart, wow, bounced off to 200 perfectly. Hopefully it's able to bounce up one more time here. Back to XRP here, there we go. Alright, I'm about to hop off in about 5 minutes, guys. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. Let's see. Hey, DJ Mast. Great charts on Ethereum. Hey, no, I appreciate it, my man. I appreciate it. Hey, Deepak. Hope you're having fun in India right now, my man. Hope you've been doing well. Let's see. Hey, Jack. I would say it still looks like an okay time to be shorting it rather than buying it. Just make sure that the moving averages look okay before you start shorting it. I always worry about shorting and buying puts specifically for those moving averages after it's made a big move, right? Because as soon as it starts to catch up, then that's when you start to see those little wobbles there that make it a little bit weird. Let's see. Hey, Grails, Anchor long. If you're going long on Anchor, yeah, you can definitely do that right now. For a long-term hold. If you're looking to swing trade it or day trade it, I'd probably wait a little bit longer unless you're anticipating Bitcoin having a nice move here, trying to bounce off the 200-day moving average. Let's see. Halo roller coaster. Yeah, most of the coins that go parabolic, most people actually don't talk about them all too much. That's why when I show you guys what's happening on CoinMarketCap.com, and I go to, let me just go to page 2 here, because most people don't even leave page 1 for some crazy reason. But you can see year to date, you know, XYO is up 14,000%, up 13,000, up 3,000, up 4,000. I see 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, right? So, I mean, they make a lot of money. People just sometimes just kind of forget about it, honestly. But don't be afraid to, you know, look for new coins and stuff like that. Usually some fun stuff here. What's the cheapest price? Baby White Tiger? No. I usually look for something that has a good name. Mini Sports, that seems kind of nice. Down 50% in 2 hours? Jesus. Let's see, anything over here? Okay, Boomer token. Let's see. Mathematic. Shrek token, no. Agro Cash, yeah, I like Agro Cash. It just seems like it's nice and it has a purpose. And you can see actually it already has a decent market cap here. Wait, does it really have a... already have a $1 billion market cap? No, it doesn't have a $1 billion market cap. It can't. Or if it does... no, rank 3,000. Yeah, that's not right. Okay, there's something off about that. But yeah, let's see. Hey, these Dogecoin almost finished Wyckoff distribution in 1 day on the 3-day chart, but Bitcoin might still go down. That's true. I'm hoping that Bitcoin can really hold over this 200-day moving average, guys. Hey, Jack, is VeChain a good buy right now? I have VeChain for a long-term hold, not so much of a swing trade at the moment, but I can check out VeChain for you very fast before I hop off. Oh, that little break. I could have made a little... yeah, you could have made money off of this one. How much money would you have made, though? 20% is no joke. Most people probably would have settled for 15% before that big crash happened. Let's see. Holding over the 200-day moving average as well. Yeah, I would say if you want to buy into VeChain right now, really don't make a large position, but a small position would be okay for this one right here. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Jack, no way, my man. Take your time. You know, learn how to trade. It's a process, but just, you know, whatever free time you have, dedicate it to trading and learning and stuff like that. You know, it'll help you a lot when it comes to technicals and stuff like that. I have a link to a book down below. It's called Stock Charts for Dummies. It'll help you in the stock market as well, but it pretty much helps you with charting, which is pretty nice to start to learn, especially when you guys are new, for sure, right? Let's see right here. Let's see. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm about to head off to tonight. I'm sorry for the late stream, guys, tonight as well. I will be going live tomorrow around what's tomorrow? Friday. I'll be going live at 8 p.m. Pacific time, and we'll have fun just drinking some whiskey and some wine and stuff like that, like we always do. And we'll just chat about what's going on in the market. Hopefully tomorrow it's a little bit more volatile, and hopefully we're booming up a little bit, so we can have a good Friday night for sure, guys. Let's see right here. That should be fine. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your night, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, 8 p.m. Come along if you guys want to, drink and watch crypto. It's fun to make money while drunk. Thanks, everybody.